Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here to do, oh, I totally just lost my train of thought, sorry. I am here to do Sunny Tuesdays with Christy for Spiegelmom Scraps, and this week we are being inspired by the fabulous Missy Whitten. We were supposed to do a scrap lift of her, but I kind of decided I was going to do things a little bit differently, and so I created this really fun background with all these fun different colors and very mixed media heavy, which is something Missy does. And then I went ahead and lined up my papers like that and did a side border. So I feel like these elements are all something Missy would do. She normally does things more in the middle of her layout, but I also want this to be a little bit more me, so that's what I've come up with. I had this recorded and my son was playing with my phone and he learned how to delete things. So unfortunately that part is no longer available, which is why I'm sharing this with you here. It's just mixed media though, guys. It was the package technique. I sprayed it, I smushed it all over. Pretty basic. I mean, if you really want to see how to do it, go see Missy's videos because she's the one that perfects it. So this is kind of my vibe here. I am using I just did half circles and cut them and then stitched around, and then went in with my little, I have this fun little Sharpie pen that's a medium tip, and I just went in and traced around it. So that is there. I've added a little bit of washi along the sides as well because she does tend to use washi, so I've just placed it in a few different areas for some fun. And like I said, this side border, she does every once in a while, after she's done her layout, she'll back her layouts with pattern paper, and so that's where that came from. And I liked how it kind of rounded out the fact that there's a strip here, so this made something here. So I really like the way that that looks. I will be using this photo of Sean and Nora, and Nora loves to look up at her daddy and just talk and talk and talk to him. It is so funny. She does it nonstop. It's really adorable. And so that's what this one's gonna be about. And I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen. I just did this part, so I don't actually know where this photo is going on the layout, but I did pick up some of the colors from the photo. Because they're looking like this, but his body's kind of tilted like this, my assumption is it's probably gonna come down around this area some way, somehow, probably. So let me get you on fast forward, and I hope you'll enjoy this episode of Sunny Tuesdays. Bye! Okay, so thankfully, because I had a majority of my hard work with all the mixed media and stuff done, this layout comes together nice and fast here. So I'm just gonna tape my photo down on some tissue paper. I love this look. It is something that Missy does, so one of the reasons why I did it. I also do it a lot, but it definitely was one of those things where, because I'm not doing an exact scrap lift of her, the more elements that are things that are Missy Whitten inspired, I think just kind of help set the tone I'm trying to give off. And I really love that. This photo, I just love this photo. So I've written my journaling talking about how much Miss Nora loves to sit and talk to her daddy. And I'm going to just put out my title here, and it's Happy Talking to Daddy. So really basic title. I didn't do anything kind of over the top. I haven't really been doing crazy fun titles lately. They've been kind of basic, but that's okay. Not every title has to be amazing and all of that. Sometimes you just need to say what they're doing, and this is exactly what they're doing. And I like the difference of the different thickers and everything, and I think it's really pretty, and it sets a fun tone. It kind of has all the colors that are within my mixed media as well. So I'm playing along, I'm adding my elements and trying to figure out, you know, something's missing. I'm not really sure what it is. I fight this layout a little bit, and what it ends up being is that in the end I decide 12 by 12 is too much real estate for this layout. It just isn't needed. So I'm going to trim my layout and make it a 9 by 12. And this in the end turns out perfect. It gives me exactly what I'm wanting, a little bit of white space to play with, but not so much that it's like, well, you forgot to finish your layout type thing. So I really I'm really proud of the way that I did that and made the decision to do that, because it was hard. I really liked that side of the paper that I had done with the mixed media. That was really pretty, and so to have to trim it was a little heartbreaking, but in the end it worked really well. And if you can hear, Miss Nora's trying to talk with me as well here. So I just am taking my ruler and I'm just gonna trim it off to 9. It's actually 8. I do 8.5 by 12, because then I want to come back in with that black to layer and make that final half border like I had done, because I really like that half border. I think it's very pretty, and it definitely helps set my layout up for success there. So I'm just going to place that there. And then I'm going to work with my sequins. I'm not exactly sure which sequence I want to use, so I'm picking the Hey Kiddo and also this one, which I think is the Raspberry Daydream, that's what it's called. And I'm going to take the big florals out of that one to play and put a few of those flowers down, and then I'll use the Hey Kiddo for all the rest of my embellishments, which you'll see. I am going to come back live with you to show you the finished layout, because I thought that I sprinkle these layouts kind of across in a vertical, thinking that that would be really pretty, and that's how I want my sequence to go, and it doesn't end up actually looking like that. So I'm just going to come back live so you can see what the final take is of this layout. And it came together really fast, and I think it definitely is a Missy inspired layout. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and stay tuned, because in just a minute I'll be back to show you all those fun finishing details that make the layout. Hey guys, so I finished this layout and I just wanted to give you the final overview. It turned out a little bit differently than I had originally planned. I was going to scatter sequins this way, which you saw in the video. I changed my mind just a little, so I just added little clusters instead, and I did a little bit of stitching and traced the word happy and daddy. Pretty basic, and you know, there's not a ton of layering. I'm letting the mixed media be the star here, but I love it. I don't know, it definitely, I think, has maybe a Missy vibe, but it's just so much more me. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back next Tuesday. We are doing something fun for the month of August as well. I'm loving all these fun themes that we're doing, so I hope you've been enjoying this month of different themes every week, and I'll see you later. Bye!